Hey y'all, what's up? This y'all favorite motherfucking true crimer. And if I'm not your fucking favorite, I'm somebody's favorite. So I don't give a good fuck. Okay? But I got a motherfucking story coming to y'all. And when I say this shit is the lowest of the lowest, this is literally like backdoor of the century, y'all. Like, and I say that because for one, it's not known. We know nothing about it because I never heard about it until I saw a post regarding what the fuck I'm finna talk to y'all about. So, without further ado, before I even get started, let me let y'all know. If y'all see this video, please share this video. Please repost. Please like this motherfucking video because I need this video to get out. I need to help this boy family get this video out there so that these police or whoever, detectives, blase, squadron, can move a little bit faster. So that they can move a little faster in finding out what the fuck is going on and what the fuck went wrong and happened in this case, you guys. But like I said, please, please, please share this. Please like it. Please repost. Please, because without further motherfucking ado, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. Now, this comes to us from Henrico, Virginia. Okay, this is Davyon Amir Joseph. Now, Davon was an 18-year-old boy who was from Albany, New York, but his family, they moved to Henrico, Virginia. Correct? He started making friends. He was just like any other typical young man. His dad said he was the type who always wanted to help people, who always wanted to find the good in people, even though there may not be that much good in a motherfucker. But Davon, wanted to find it, wanted to look for it. He didn't really want to look at the bad of motherfuckers, which is understandable because he was born and raised the right way. We can't always expect for our kids or people to be cautious as fuck against other people in the world unless they've been shown that. And I honestly feel like Davon grew up in such a good place with such a good family. He is one of 8 kids, so they had a big family. So when I think about shit like that, I think about he probably didn't really associate with other motherfuckers outside of the family because you got to think about it. Bitch, I got 7 other siblings. What is it for me to be out and about around y'all? But then again, people like to hang around people of their own age. And I believe his siblings were all different ages or whatever. Nah, but get into it, y'all. On the night of November the 7th, 2023, Davon and his friend, which was his homeboy. Now, let me give y'all a little bit of background information. The friend who I'm referring to as friend, because I cannot tell you guys his name because mom and dad couldn't really give me that information because, like I said, the case is still going and they're still waiting on updates in regards to Davon's case. So I cannot release the information of the friend's name or whatever the case may be. I just can't because they can't. So let's get into the background. This is Davon. He had a friend, which was one of his best friend's brother. Now, Davon's best friend passed away probably like a year ago before this happened. So I guess he started gravitating towards the best friend's brother, being that the best friend was gone. And unfortunately, that would be the first mistake Davon probably made, gravitating towards the friend's brother, even though in a million years that baby probably wasn't thinking this motherfucker gonna do something to me or he gonna hurt me or I'm not gonna be here anymore. But let's get to that, y'all. Now, on the night of November the 7th of 2023, there is a live with Davon's mom, his siblings, his dad. They all were live having a good time, y'all. Like, the nigga used to be at their house, eating at their house, being with their son, like being around, like, you know how if you have a fucking, it just make me so fucking mad because if you have a friend and your friend come around, they call y'all, like they call your parents mom and pops and shit like that. Like, y'all just that close because, bitch, I have a friend. I call my sister and she called my mom. So never in a million fucking years I would think that she would do something to me. But y'all, this is the fucking world that we're living in. Davyon was such a good fucking soul that it just, like, he probably was never thinking some shit like this would happen. But let me get there, y'all. Like I was saying, they were all on live having a good time. Even the boy was on live, the friend, you guys. Even he was on live with the family. They was all kikiing, laughing, having a good ass time. So supposedly, they went in the room. They went in the Davon room, of course, as older teenage boys would, to get away from, the family. Bitch, they going in the room to go chill, do whatever, right? Okay, so I'm gonna read exactly what Pop said, the dad, Davon's father, said. He said, okay, so I don't know how the boy is free, but he was my son's best friend's brother. Now, when I say Davon's best friend already passed away like a year ago before this, the dad let me know. So, like I said before, he gravitated towards the brother because, like, my best friend is gone, so. But he said we was just on live 25 to 30 minutes before my son was shot. So he either opened the door. My son had a door to his room downstairs. All I ever did was help anyone attached to my kids. So I don't know if so I don't know. And then he asked me did I have Facebook because the live is there. Now, you guys, basically what's going on, long story short, Davon was shot in the back of his head. And the friend yelled to Davon's mom, he shot himself. Like, basically, I can't. But basically, the friend yelled, Mom, he shot himself. They called the ambulance, the paramedics, whatever, and they all rode with Davon inside of the hospital. I mean, sorry, y'all. This shit just grinds my fucking gears. Davon didn't make it, y'all, unfortunately. But let's get to the fact of the fucking matter. The fact of the motherfucking matter is Davon and Fred was in that room solely by their motherfucking self, right? Fred said Davon shot himself, correct? That's not how the fuck it went down, and that's not how the fuck it happened. But Mom and Pop said that 2 weeks later, the friend was arrested after their son's death, right? 2 weeks, 2 whole fucking weeks later, he was arrested. But he was let out like 3 days later because of lack of evidence, because it was only them two in the room. So basically what they trying to say is his word over unalive person word. Like, that's what I'm getting from it, bitch. Because what you mean lack of evidence? If it's 2 of them in the room and one of them got shot and he did not shoot himself, then that's just 1 + 1. Like, what the fuck? But okay. And to make matters even fucking worse for this motherfucking family, here go the autopsy report, y'all. The autopsy report clearly says, and I mean fucking clear as day on this black and white piece of fucking paper. Clear as day. The shit says pathological diagnosis, indeterminate range, perforated gunshot wound to the head, centered 5 inches from the top of the head and 2.5 inches right of the posterior midline, is a 3 to 16-inch entrance gunshot wound. This wound demonstrated no evidence of soot or stippling at the abraded edges. A 3 to 4-inch wide surrounding contusion is identified. The bullet creates a hemographic wound path through the skin and subcutaneous tissues to perforate the right occipital bone and lobe, left occipital lobe, and left parietal lobe and bone as it exits. The bullet or bullet fragments are recovered. The direction of wounding is slightly right to the left, back to the front, and upward subdural, intraventricular, and parenchymal, hemorrhages adjacent to the bullet path are identified along the gray matter contusions along the orbital frontal lobes, radiating fractures to the ethmoid plate and temporal parietal bones present. Now, for interdemic, I cannot say that. Sorry, but the word indeterminate means unknown. So basically, what they're saying is not exactly known or established. So the range from how far the person was who fired the pew pew is indeterminate, meaning they don't know how far it was, how far away it was, where it came from. Basically, they don't know. And one more thing before I get off of this subject of the motherfucking autopsy report. The autopsy report also clearly says right the fuck here, the nails are intact with blood deposition and no visible signs of gunpowder residues. Meaning his hands had no gunpowder residue on them. So if he shot himself, how in the flying fuck? How the fuck his hands ain't have no? Not only that, hold on. What it say down here? Cause of death: gunshot wound to head. Baby, if this medical examiner of Henrico County, Virginia, thought that this was a motherfucking suicide, down there on that cause of death, it would say suicide by gunshot wound to the head or something of that nature. This medical examiner did not sign off on it as no suicide, and she made sure she put no motherfucking signs of gunshot residue on his hands at all for a reason. Now, like I'm saying, this boy, the friend, might be out right now, but mom and pops let me know that they are still going through they going through labs, they going through testing, they're still investigating this. This happened in 2023, y'all. It is 2024. We need to get justice for Davyon. This shit is in black and white right the fuck here, and we're gonna let them sit here and tell us like that they're not finna arrest this boy, that they're not finna put this boy under the jail for unaliving his fucking friend inside of his house with his family there. They had to go through this traumatic ass motherfucking shit because what the fuck was going through your head? As the friend, like, I want to know what the fuck was he thinking? Like, was this a gay thing? Like, was he doing this for other people? Like, what the fuck? I don't. But again, long story short, Davyon Amir Joseph was unalived at his home with a motherfucker he thought was his friend, around his family, with his family there present. Literally, no fucks given for the sight, the scene that these people would have to go through, the trauma that these people are gonna have to go through. They didn't give a fuck. This is why I want y'all to share this fucking video. Say his name, Davyon Amir Joseph. Get this shit out there. Get it out there, because that shit ain't fair. That ain't fair at all. And it's damn sure not fair for him to be walking the fuck around the streets free and Amir is buried. That damn sure don't sit the fuck right with me. That's why I'm doing this video. But again, justice for Davyon all fucking day long. I don't care. Share this video. If you want to find a friend, that's up to y'all. You feel me? But like I said, his family is still going through things. They're still going through investigations. They're still doing stuff, so they cannot release the friend's name. But I'm pretty sure our TikTok community gonna find his ass.